Hey everybody, and welcome back to another dose. Well, as you know, I've been exposing baddies for quite some time now, just about a week. The old baddies that are being exposed on my Twitch channel, the old baddies being exposed on my Facebook channel, the old baddie being exposed on the TikTok, but you didn't hear it from me. Nonetheless, I've come across a couple of more baddies, and I decided to do just a little research on things, okay? And we're going to be taking a look at Onlyfans, because we got so many baddies here, and I'm specifically talking about the world, but here in South Africa we have a lot of baddies nonetheless, okay? And I found some baddies that have been getting up to quite some mischief. But before we go into those baddies, I want us to take a look at particularly Onlyfans, okay? And I had to actually look up a few videos. Like I said, this is actually going to be quite a short vid. Okay, so I went up and I found a few, and man, where was I? This one. I'm going to open this particular video because I actually want us to take a look at this. So please, guys, just be quiet and pay attention.
This is what productivity apps should look.
That is a freaking advert. Do not pay attention to this freaking advert. It's not what I was referring to. This one was apparently the one.
Onlyfans has managed to do what many other businesses have failed at. It took a product people were used to accessing for free, adult content, and convinced them to pay for it.
The business model of being naked online was fairly broken. They managed to piece it together to some degree.
In just 4 years, the company's revenue grew more than 2,000%, bringing in $6.6 billion in 2023.
That's actually
other social media.
That's actually quite true, but to be honest, I actually thought that was 2024. But let's just carry on.
Ooh, we can do subscriptions too. It's like, yes, but subscriptions is only part of the picture.
There's a lot of people out there just think you just take some sexy pictures in lingerie and you just post it, let the money roll in. And it's so much more complicated than that.
Despite looking like other social media platforms, OnlyFans' underlying business model is different.
It seems like OnlyFans' approach has just been to figure out what the legal line is and then stop several paces short of it.
That's why the platform isn't on major app stores, and the company says it's built a deliberately hard-to-use search function. Now it's capitalizing on a creator economy in flux to build a new type of social media. This is the economics of OnlyFans.
One of the things that got me really interested in the business model was just how different from social media it was.
Oh, no, indefinitely. It is not that far off anymore, to be honest. Look, I don't have an OnlyFans account. I haven't been on OnlyFans. I actually don't know what the platform looks like, okay? But from what I do understand, it has now become the same as any other platform like YouTube and Instagram, where people just have their podcasts now.
Social media companies like Facebook and Instagram make their money from advertisers, but OnlyFans makes all of its money directly from its creators, and its creators make money directly from fans.
We only make money when creators make money.
Creators can charge fans up to $50 a month for their content, much of which is explicit, some isn't. The company takes a 20% cut, and creators take the rest, which is more straightforward than other platforms that share a percentage of ad revenue once your account meets certain criteria. Now, OnlyFans didn't invent the idea of revenue sharing, but it had timing on its side. Other websites already existed that allowed creators to monetize their content directly from fans. A couple years after OnlyFans launched in 2016, social platforms like Tumblr restricted adult content. Then, in 2020, things really took off. The platform doesn't have nearly as many users as Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, but there's a big difference. They're on most app stores. OnlyFans isn't.
OnlyFans sort of has to be swimming against the current, and they have to do this because Apple's terms of service do not allow for pornography as a full-time thing.
That was a decision made by us because we were hopeful that we would end up processing a large amount of payment volume.
By not being on the app stores, OnlyFans doesn't pay Apple and Google a 15 to 30% cut on all transactions made on an app.
That's enabled us to keep our monetization split, which is fundamental to how we do business. If we had to give 30% of our 20% to somebody else, that may change the economics for us.
OnlyFans has paid its
That is actually correct. I guess, OnlyFans has its own thing that they have to try and basically make as much money as they possibly can. Keep the creators happy and keep also the clients happy. Well, the clients of the creators, okay? Boom! I want us to go to take a look at this one. I actually thought this was for 2024 because this came out in September 12th. 2024, so I guess it's not for September, so I guess it's not for 2024. It says OnlyFans reveals record-breaking revenue, raking in $6.6 billion last year. $6.6 billion last year. Whoa. How much do you think Brazers brought in, or Bang Bros, or that Tiger account, that Tiger platform, compared to OnlyFans? I mean, geez, there's a lot of these platforms out there. I actually thought it was just the porn platforms. But now we got OnlyFans, and OnlyFans is really grandizing everything, Brazers and Porn Bros, Bang Bros, they really made it seem like a fun place to be. Come on. It's sex. It's fun. And OnlyFans is now making it glamorous. You can be like whatever age, well, obviously over the age of 18, and just make money without having to go to these sites. Okay. But there is a drawback to these things, and when it comes to drawbacks, to all of these sites, this is actually a drawback, but this is actually a confession of a dude that, let's listen to his confession. And as you can see by the title, it says, I spent $20,000 on OnlyFans, my addiction. Let's listen to his addiction.
This is not my normal video. I don't normally just sit down and talk to the camera, just talk
I mean, he's got money, he sits in his car, it's Ricardo.
to you guys.
Most likely a Toyota Supra is what I think it is.
Because, I don't want you to see who I am.
But we can too.
That shit's dark. And I know, it's social media. I'm supposed to act cool. I'm supposed to show you the sports car I'm sitting in right now. I'm
You are
supposed
showing
to
us the sports
take
car.
my shirt off, show you my physique. I could use to pull any girl I want, right?
You
That's
are.
what you want to see.
I think that might be what you're doing.
And what you don't want to hear is that I'm 25.
Oh
I
my!
have a crippling porn addiction.
You're not crippled?
I've spent probably $20,000 on pornography.
Damn.
I have no sex lives because I have erectile dysfunction whenever I try to get with a girl.
Okay. We didn't need to know
And
that.
I'm just sexually confused as fuck.
You're 25 and
I'm
you
just
have
really
erectile dysfunction at the age of 25? Whoa. That is bad news. You shouldn't even be sitting here. You should be going. You should go see a doctor.
fucked up. And I think one of the reasons why I was so drawn to pornography in the first place is because I was raised in a super religious household where, like, sex before marriage, things like that, they were just these despicable, awful sins, right? And so naturally, in order to satisfy...
That is actually weird. Like, cause I grew up in a Christian household. I was drawn to sex more. That doesn't make sense, bro.
by my sexual urges, I was turning towards porn and masturbation instead. I'm not a neuroscientist or anything like that. But you just think about starting any behavior at such an impressionable age and then continuing that behavior for 10 years.
Well, I gotta say one thing. This guy is 25, no beard, clear skin, which means he can most likely get a girl that is 18 and above. We're gonna go with it. 18 and above, okay? I mean, he looks pretty good looking. He's got most likely a sports car. You're not sitting there in that seat Ricardo for nothing. You're not putting the Ricardo seats in your car for nothing unless it's fast. Judging by the span of the window in the back seat, no, that's a definite Toyota Supra for sure. I don't know what he's complaining. He makes good money. He's got a good sports car. I doubt this guy does have erectile dysfunction. This is just a video for social media to make everybody be, oh, shame. Meanwhile, this guy is probably getting so much, he's crying about it because maybe something else happened, you know? But, I mean, I thought it was just a real legit video, but it just seems like this guy could be joking about things. But if he really does have a issue when it comes to pornography, then, you know, I'm sure we can get over it. But to spend so much money on pornography, wow, that is the kind of things that these guys who are going to OnlyFans is basically doing. They're spending more than 20,000. You've heard, there are people spending 5 million. There are people spending 6 million for one content creator. And I think it's in the next video that I want to show you where this actually is happening. It's called The Bop House. And I think it's, okay, it was previously in this woman's videos. I just decided to go over here to this section because I wanted to hear about a few things before I go into the main topic of why I actually started this video. Okay? Let's listen to what she has to say.
Now, if a video of theirs were to pop up on your For You page while you're scrolling, or you came across their page and was looking through their content, you may not think much of it. Oh, it's just a bunch of young girls dancing around in their pajamas, or Spider-Man suits, superhero suits, or just very revealing clothing, which is not abnormal on social media. You see a lot of girls doing this, so it comes off as relatable. They're having a good time. They're just like me and you. Relatability causes people to like you, and due to this relatability, there's a lot of younger girls wanting to be a part of this group, looking up to them. They come off as the everyday girl, but they're making bank.
What do you do for a living to afford a car like this?
I do.
How much you make?
A couple M's.
How much is this car?
500? I don't know. I don't look. I just tap. I don't have time for this. Like, I just pay for it, you know?
Is this your only vehicle?
No. I bought my dad a Corvette, and then my R8 is in the shop. The G-Wagon. I could crash it. I wouldn't give a about it.
Now, I bet you these young girls are not signing up for their OnlyFans subscriptions. They're not seeing what these men pay for, the content they have to post in order to live in the place that they're at, to have the cars that they drive. They're not doing their research on what they'd be getting themselves into. And although I have personally not ever been in that line of work, I can assure you that it is not all that you see on TikTok. Now, the Bop House, I believe, is still looking for new members to join their house. If you look under the hashtag Bop House on TikTok, there are young girls auditioning to be in this house, doing the same dance moves as these girls, wearing tight clothing, treating this as another TikTok trend. One of the girls that auditioned you may or may not have heard of. Her name is Piper, and she's just 17 years old. She's a child YouTuber. I think she's had YouTube since she was like 9. She reminds me a lot of, I think her name was Danny, dancing around in revealing clothing on the internet. So like I said, she's just 17 years old. So legally, the Bop House cannot take them under their wing yet.
Now, I do not need to tell you why something called the Bop House is devastating to feminism, but I do want to bring to light what I think is the most disturbing aspect of it. In their most recent video, they are advertising for a new girl. Now, I looked at the comments, and unsurprisingly, there are lots of people tagging creators. A 17-year-old girl was the most requested creator to join the Bop House. People wanting a 17-year-old to join.
The thing is, at this young age, you may not see an issue with this, but as you grow up and your frontal lobe develops, you learn more about yourself, your beliefs, your values. You may change your mind, and that digital footprint sticks around. You gotta think about your future, and if you happen to want children, you gotta think about them as well.
Okay, nobody really cares about that, Katie. What's her name? Talia. Okay, what we care about is how beneficial OnlyFans and everything else can be.
And
Boom.
people subscribed right away?
Yeah.
Should they be in jail?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's like, yeah. She's stupid. Look at that dog face. Jeez, I can't believe people subscribe to that one.
It's sad to see.
It is. It truly is.
And I was gonna put a whole video together on the problem with OnlyFans, so I was looking into other OnlyFans creators. So I was scrolling and I came across the Bop House. Now, before we dive into the Bop House, let me tell you the definition of a bop. A bop is someone who
Not gonna listen to that definition.
or bippity boppity day Playboy mansion, dare I say. Not the same, but can paint the picture a little bit for you. It's this giant home filled with OnlyFans models, aka bops, filming content together. The Bop House has a growing social media presence of over 200,000 followers on Instagram and 2 million on TikTok. Plus the individual pages of each of these girls, which are rapidly growing. We're talking hundreds of thousands of followers weekly. So let me quickly run through all of the girls. Let me introduce you to them. I have a feeling I am not going to say all of their last names correctly, so to stay away from that, I'm going to just introduce them by their first names. First up, we've got Alina. She is 24 years old. Aisha, 22 years old. Camilla, 22 years old. Julia, 22 years old. Joy, just 19 years old.
What?
And Ava, again, just 19 years old.
Now, as you can see, those women look, they actually look they are so young, to be honest. 19, jeez. They are so young, yet they are so beautiful, yet their parents totally can let them do this crap. Oh my gosh. And these women are making money, okay? These women are basically selling content literally on OnlyFans, as much as trying to get ads and all of the other lucrative promotions on other platforms like TikTok and Instagram and all of that stuff as well, okay? Now, I don't know if I'm going to cut my video short from there, because I'm actually going to try and actually just want to show you guys the reason why I did. I mean, this is a bad motivational video, but I just want to but I like the whole thing about the Bop House, because it showed you about these young girls that are doing these things and they're making money, okay? Not to mention, this is all mostly in America. Well, for me, as a guy who lives here in South Africa, okay, there has been created, or there has been made a website, which I will give you the link to, okay? And it's called Wonderland. And I was like, Wonderland? I don't understand. Wonderland. What the heck does it mean? Well, apparently Wonderland is the South African version of OnlyFans. That's right. Wonderland is the South African version of OnlyFans. And boom, I'm going to show it to you right now. You guys are probably going to see the link there. No, I doubt you saw it. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. You might see it again on the video. Anyway. Boom! This is what I'm referring to. These are women that are based here in South Africa. I'm not going to say which city, but I'm sure you guys will eventually find out. Okay? The website is called Wonderland. I'm not going to give you the link to this website yet, okay? But these are the women that they are. Okay, I'm just going to scroll all the way to the top. Home, and there is subscriptions, okay? Don't look at that, okay? These are some of the women. She's chunky. I don't know if it's the same woman. Possibly. Okay, this is the South African OnlyFans that we have here, and I don't know how many women there are on this particular one. I think this could be all of them, or maybe there's more, because it actually says here at the bottom, show more. There's their WhatsApp, there's the Instagram, and there's the about. This website is actually this year, to be honest. I'm just gonna click on this one. Her name is Robin. Whoa, she's got subscribers, about 9,000. The Queen of Wonderland, Robin Adams, runs the show. She's aged 28. This light-skinned beauty is a single mother with a fat ass that turns heads and stops hearts. She's confident, curvy, and all about that boss energy. Robin leads with power, pleasure, and pure Cape Town fire. Real woman, real heat, real content. Instagram and WhatsApp. These are her... Oh, shit. That's a lot of pictures. Unlock the other 98 items for 2,000 tokens. So you actually got to buy tokens. Oh my gosh. Look at this. So you got to buy tokens here. Or is she the leader of the group? She runs the show. She's 28. She's a mom. Most likely looking for a daddy. Can I click on the picture? Oh, I can't click on the picture. I'm not subscribed to anything like that. Yeah, okay, so that's Robin, boys and girls. Robin. Let's click on this one. The South African the South African version of OnlyFans. Are they going to be... Ooh. I like this one. Yeah, she's curvy. Huh? It's the same woman? What? They didn't look like her. No. That's the same woman? Man, I'm getting confused. They all look the same. Unlock 75 items, 1,500 tokens. Oh my gosh. Scrolling up. Okay, well, subscriptions. Well, they also do have a WhatsApp, which is Wonderland right over there. And then apparently they have an Instagram, which has about 4,000 followers, and they only got 16 posts. This is the name over there, Wonderland. Yeah, so this is the South African version of the South African version of OnlyFans. What I want to know is that when I do subscribe, okay, let's say I subscribe for the sake of it now, in order to find out exactly what else is being offered here. What do I get? I subscribe. So I subscribe, and then what? There's no fucking subscription bull here. If I click on this one, how do I subscribe? Okay, how do I subscribe? Unlock, and then what? Confirm payment. But how do I confirm the payment? I subscribe to Chelsea Adams for 1,500 tokens, but then how do I get the tokens? Where do I get the tokens from? Where do I get the tokens from? Nobody told me how to get the tokens. How do I get the tokens? There's videos, but nobody told me how to get the tokens. Oh, that's the number apparently. Wow, you actually get the number. How do I get the tokens is what I want to know. Instagram. This is Chelsea only. Okay. Only Chelsea. Okay. Only. The question is, how do I get the tokens? This is from the heart of the mother city, which is actually Cape Town. Chelsea's 20 years old. Brown babe serving chick. Brown babe serving chick. Natural heat with that fat juicy. Okay. The question is, how does a person buy the tokens, and how does a person subscribe? I think that if there's going to be people that's going to go into they do feet as well. Oh my gosh. If there's going to be people that's going to go into this and, go for these South African version of OnlyFans, how do you subscribe? How do we get the tokens? And am I only getting videos and pictures basically like on OnlyFans? Or is there, in OnlyFans, some creators have decided they're going to actually do some content with those who are paying. There are some content creators that actually do that on OnlyFans. What can we expect from this platform and these content creators besides feet pics, booby and ass pictures and videos? Is there live streaming content of what's happening, or what? There needs to be more information. I'm going into my thing here. Tokens. Maybe this is how I'm going to enter a voucher. Where am I going to get the voucher? How am I going to get the voucher? Nothing has been told. Nothing. Nobody told me nothing. I don't know what's going on. We need to go take a look into this. I think I will dig a little deeper into this and find out the information. But if there are those of you who want to know more, don't forget, put a few likes, reacts, and comments in the comment section of this video and give us reactions. And if you want to see me do another video like this, or maybe carry on with giving you more information regarding this Wonderland platform that has come up here in South Africa, Cape Town apparently, then let me know and I will do my best to dig further. Who knows, maybe I might be able to interview one of these women. Who knows? But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for joining on the video. Hit the like, subscribe, give a comment over there, and do not forget to follow. And I will catch you on the next video. But apart from that,